Do you feel overwhelmed by endless information but struggle to actually use it? Imagine creating your own materials, focusing on one task at a time, and turning what you learn into real results. If you can just implement one thing I will explain to you in this video, you will see huge immediate result right away. I love self-education. So, over the past 5 years, I've learned about programming, online business, philosophy, economics, and science. This all because I invest my time more on the internet. I leverage the power of the internet to self-educate myself. Well, this is a long, hard journey to actually become the best at it. And I promise you, if you start your self-education today, you will make progress than your co-workers, friends, or even your family. Stick to the video and watch until the end. Take some notes and take action. So the first thing you need to do is to create your own course material. Just take a look at how successful people emerge from top universities. They are all smart, disciplined, and well-structured in their learning. People often have a better understanding of a subject because they learn more, implement more, and practice more. See how universities succeed in creating top-level engineers. You can do the same. Sticking to a material for a long period of time is the key to learning. Well, you have a full access to the internet, but maybe you're too lazy to use it. Almost everything you need, books, papers, journals, tutorials, or even YouTube videos, you can search it on the internet. You don't live in the 80s or even 90s when the access to the information was limited. Today, everyone can use the internet, either they distract themselves or self-educate themselves. True successful people learn every single day, at every opportunity, no matter what. I often see this problem at the university, where students only study at class and after that class they go to this random cafes, they go to this random party and just spend the whole week doing nothing and doing some bullshit task. If you want to outcompete others, you have to be exceptional. This means you need to do things that most people don't want to do. Whether you feel bored, lazy, or even tired, you have to prioritize your self-education. That way, you won't waste your time after school or long day at work. I know it can be overwhelming at first where you don't know where to begin. But there is one question has always helped me. So what is something I can't stop talking about? This question will push you to learn more about that stuff. Personally, I'm obsessed on building things. I like programming, content creation, I like to talk to camera, I like to talk to people. So I have no excuse not to develop these skills. I can spend the entire weekend learning about programming, video editing, graphic designs, communication, or whatever. Self-education doesn't need to be a normal education. Remember, you don't need to take some notes. The best way to study is to practice it after you learned it. You won't learn meaningful lessons if you just take some notes. You have to practice it, you have to take action. You learn when you failed several times and after that, you success. That's how you learn. So for the next 4 weeks, I want you to pick one thing you want to master. So for example, if you want to start a YouTube channel, start by just recording some B-rolls, just record yourself talking to camera and just experimenting with different angles and learning about video editing. And I promise you, after 4 weeks, you will feel the drive to keep learning, to keep improving on these skills. You're finding yourself in a rabbit hole of positive behavior. You keep learning every single day and you actually make progress and you get some results in the future. So the next thing to keep in mind is this. Focus on one thing at a time. Consider Iman Ghazi, Jeff Bezos, or even Warren Buffett. They are all successful people of this era, and one thing they shared in common is the ability to focus. For years, Iman Ghazi has focused on enhancing the quality of his content. You may not realize how much he's invested in hiring a team. Jeff Bezos burned millions or even hundreds of millions of dollars in the early days of Amazon, and people even thought it was a scam. It was a scam business. Warren Buffett started investing at 11 years old. They're not juggling 10 businesses at a time. They are focused, refining their skills in one area. If you're wondering why you're not making progress in your business, studies, or even career, it might be because of shiny object syndrome. You try to do different things at a time and the next big thing come, you want to do it. The next big thing come, you want to do it. You want to do every single thing. You don't see the sacrifices of these people until they're rich, until their success. You only see their achievements online. You don't see millions of failures behind the camera. And a fun fact, many people who try business, they struggle to get a normal job after their failure. I'm not saying starting a business is impossible. I'm not saying that success from business is impossible. Of course, there are people who succeed on focusing on one thing at a time, and the result is successful life. To figure out what you should focus on, answer this question. What is one thing you've been good at since you were a kid? There might be something you naturally skilled since you were born that others are not. This is what I call unfair advantage. For example, I've always been interested in calculating profit since I was a kid. This is the truth, and now I'm good at math and calculation. And over time, I realized that I'm not just good at math, but also probabilities. Maybe you've always been good at making friends. You've always been good at communicating your thoughts to other people. And maybe that is one skill you should develop. Confidence, conversation, speaking, marketing, storytelling. Just focus on your strength rather than your weakness. Every single day you improve, and eventually you are the best at it. You become irreplaceable. So here's the hard part. You know you want to develop your skill set, but you're just procrastinating. Let's say you want to start a business. You learn about marketing, products, sales, communication, team building. But if you're still procrastinating, just take some notes from YouTube videos. You don't take action, you don't make progress. So it is time to push yourself further. The hardest part of learning is taking action after gaining knowledge. Taking action is scary, intimidating. You might feel uncomfortable to pick up that phone and start selling your products. You might cringe yourself the first time you record yourself and upload it on YouTube. You might feel anxious because you don't have the courage to close that high-ticket client. And I believe there are two skills if you want to make progress. The skill to learn and the skill to put the knowledge into action. It is easy to just listen, take some notes and feel motivated, but you don't do the work. But actual action is what counts. It's about coming home exhausted, but you're still working on your vision. It's about coming home after your school, after university, after your work, but you still work on your business. At the beginning, you might not see significant progress, significant results. You don't make that 10 grand per month. And I can tell you that this is the hardest part of learning. You won't always see the clear part, or if you know that you make progress. But there is one thing that you should hit every single day. You should start working, just improve 1% every single day. Because this is real life. This is not a video game where you know that the next boss is this and you know that this is the struggle that I have to go. In real life, none of us have all the answers. So whenever things feel uncertain, remember, take action every time you learn something new, regardless of how you feel. Don't trust your brain. I'ma do it later, bro. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I wanna sleep. I wanna do this. I wanna do that. I don't want to do the work. Don't trust your brain. Just take action. Just do it. So this is an example. If you learn about marketing funnel, you know that you have to make your product so that people come to website and sign up for your product. You get their email address and they get your products. That is a win-win solution. You should try it. You should take action. Don't wait for later. Take action now. Most of the progress in my journey happened when I shut off my brain and just took action. This is when I focus on deep work every day, building my product and promoting it on YouTube. I didn't spend my time watching business content, the next business model I should try. I simply did the work. I learned something new, took action, and if it didn't work, I found a way to make it work. That is how I put knowledge into real practice. It's not just about learning one thing and hoping it will help you one day. It's about using it today. I'm rooting here from afar. 5 years ago, I was there. I didn't know what to do in my life. I wasted my time on video game. Now I have big missions to do. Build my business and help other people. And this is the result of self-education. Sometimes you don't know how far you can be if you keep focused on developing yourself with your mind and body. Let's sum up everything I've covered. Creating your own material. What is something I can't stop talking about? Focus on one thing at a time. What is one thing you've been good since you were a kid? Take action if you learn something new. Put your knowledge into real action. You got this. Take action now. If you wanna take self-education seriously, consider working with me one-on-one. Click the first link in the description below. I will help you to get back your focus so that you can boost your productivity and you will excel in your business, career, or even your studies. And don't forget to grab my free ebook and my free course, link in the description below. And enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.